Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to one and all. I am Acharya Pandurangi and I am here with my father. And we wish all our viewers the happiest Deepavali. So, as we all are celebrating Deepavali right now with much grandeur, but most of us don't know what the actual reason, tradition behind Deepavali. Why do we celebrate it, and why? What are the different practices that we follow? What is the reason behind? What is the actual reason behind it? So we will dive deep into it and discuss about it. So Appa, what is Deepavali? Why do we celebrate Deepavali?
So today we are celebrating Deepavali, and we discuss the significance and the practices related to Deepavali. So Deepavali is not a single day or 3-day celebration. Actually, it is 5-day plus 1-day celebration. It is a group of festivals. The Deepavali starts with Gover Dwadashi, that is the Dwadashi day, where we worship cows with cows. We offer black gram dishes to cows, and we also eat the black gram dishes on that day in the night, and we don't take much of the milk, curd and ghee on the day. So it is to offer our worship to the cows. That's called Govatsa Dwadashi. From the Govatsa Dwadashi itself, the Deepavali festival begins. On that day, we are offered Arati Nirajana by our elderly women of the house. Dwadashi, Trayavadashi, Chaturdashi, Amavasya and Bali Pratipada, all the 5 days we are having the Arati from our elderly women of the houses to ward off all our difficulties and to welcome peace and prosperity into our life. That is called Govatsa Dwadashi. And the next day starts with the Akasha Deepa, that is Trayavadashi. That Trayavadashi is called variously as Dhana Trayavadashi or as Jalapurana Trayavadashi, because we are having a oil bath on the Chaturdashi. For the preparation, we offer our worship to the Ganga on the Trayavadashi day. That's why it is called Jala Trayavadashi, Jalapurana Trayavadashi. But on the Jalapurana Trayavadashi also, we have the morning Nirajana from our elderly women to all the people in the house. Not only the people, but also the cows and horses, etc. in the household animals. They are all offered Nirajana to ward off all our problems and to welcome the prosperity. So in the morning, we begin this Jalapurana Trayavadashi with the morning Arati. Then we will have our bath, and after the bath we offer a Akasha Deepa. What is Akasha Deepa? Akasha Deepa is a big light for the travelers. Not only travelers, it is a very big light that is lit on the way, on the road, to please Janardana, God Janardana. It is a very man height big post with light shedding on all the 8 corners of the directions, and it offers lights to the people going all around, and also it pleases the Narayana. That's why this Akasha Deepa is offered on the Trayavadashi morning. That is one thing. And the Yama Deepa is offered in the morning of Trayavadashi to ward off Apamrityu, because the colder season begins at the end of this Ashwina Masa. The always colder season is a little bit difficult to survive. for the people. That's why to ward off apamrityu, the accidental death or some kind of bad death, we offer Yama Deepa to Yama, so Yama will protect us. In this manner, Yama is invoked on the second day of this festival, and this worship of Yama continues till the Yama Dvitiya. That is very interesting thing. And all the festivals, all the practices are connected with Yama in one or the other way. That is very interesting. And on the in the same day, Agraneshti is performed. It is the time when we procure new grains, either it is rice or wheat or shamaka. Shamaka is called samek in Kannada. So all these kinds of new grains are procured, they are cultivated and they are now ripened, so they are offered to the gods. And these new grains they are offered to the gods with food is prepared with them. That is also very interesting thing in the Trayodashi. This Agraneshti is either performed on Trayodashi or before that. So it is the welcoming the new season, new crops, new grains, using them before using for ourselves. We offer these new grains to the gods. That is very interesting thing. And on the next day we have this Chaturdashi. We have this Chaturdashi. That is very interesting thing.
Narak Chaturdashi, and what is so special about it? Why is it called Narak Chaturdashi, and does it have to do something with Narakasura? And why do we do Abhyanga on that day, which is very important?
So you have asked a very important question. What is Naraka Chaturdashi and why it is named, and what is the practice that we follow on that day? The cold season begins at the end of Ashwina Masa. Normally, even if you see in North India, colder season starts. It does not matter much to the Bengalurians. It is always cold or something like that. But with the start of colder season, our body needs more oily content on our skins. That's why this Abhyanga or the oil bath is observed till the end of February or something like that. Otherwise, it is very difficult to endure the very strong cold of North India. That's why this Tailabhyanga is very important thing that we have forgotten. But at least we are doing on the Naraka Chaturdashi, that is very important thing. Only because we don't observe this Abhyanga, oil bath, anointing our whole body with oil, and also the massaging the whole body, that is very important to keep off the diabetes and blood pressures, etc. That is very this is a matter of great concern for the whole of India. We have to observe all these things so we can keep healthy for the whole life. So to mark the beginning of this cold season, to ward off our body problems, this oil bath is observed starting with Naraka Chaturdashi. But there is a dharmika reason also. Ashvena Krishna Pakshasya Chaturdashyam Vidhudaye Tilateleena Kartavyam Snanam Naraka Bhirvana. We have to escape from the Naraka, so we have to have this oil bath. Otherwise, it is another matter that we will be having a very difficult hell on the earth if we don't observe all these things, because our body gets spoiled. That is another matter. But those people who want to get rid of the Naraka, or from the escape from the Naraka, they have to have this oil bath on the Naraka Chaturdashi at the moonrise, Vidhuday. That is very important. Early morning they have to they should have the bath. And why at the moonrise? That is also very important. We don't know the significance of time now, timings. Our ancestors, they knew importance of the timings. That's why they have prescribed the right timings for each and everything in our life. That's why they have prescribed this early morning as the timing for the oil bath. But we don't know the exact reason now. But early morning oil bath, and after that we have to do Kartika Snana for our daily rituals also. That is also very important thing. And while having this oil bath, we have to use the Apamarga and Tumbi and Prapunnata. These things, one we have to encircle our head with these herbs around our head to ward off Naraka. That is also very important thing. Apamarga Matho Tumbim Prapunnat Mata Param Brahmayet Snanamadhye tu Narakasya Kshayayavai. Again, it is related with the Naraka. To get rid of Naraka, we have to use these herbs. That is very important thing. After that, there is connection with Narakasura, as you said. The Narakasura, son of Bhumi Devi and Varaha, Topi Paramatma, he had kidnapped 16,000 girls from the different kingdoms, and he had kept them in his captivity. And Krishna Paramatma, he went there and killed Narakasura and released all these girls from the captivity. So this victory day is celebrated because Narakasura is considered as more powerful demon, more powerful asura than all these comes and all other people. That's why Naraka Asura Vijaya is more important in the history of Krishna. That's why this day is also celebrated as Narak Chaturdashi. Narakascha hato daityaha titho tasyam tato hisa khyata loke mahapunya narakakhya chaturdashi. So it is to ward off Naraka we are having this celebration. But also on that day, Naraka Asura is slayed by Krishna. That's also the reason for the celebration of it is naming this Tithi as Naraka Chaturdashi. And it is Parameshwara Samhita is also referring to the Naraka Chaturdashi day as the killing of the Naraka Asura, and having some special utsavas to God in the temples. That is also mentioned in the different agamas. That is also very important. After that, we will be having the Yama Tarpana. First day on the Trayodasi, we are having the Yama Deepa, and the second day we are having this Yama Tarpana after the oil bath and our daily puja. Then we will be having this Yama Tarpana. And after the Yama Tarpana and Bhojana, we have the Deepa Dhana in the evening. We have to give up deepas to elderly people and the Brahmanas to ward off this Naraka. That helps us in our longevity, long life and prosperity. After that, we have to light many deepas in our house, around the house. So the Deepa Avali, lighting up so many lights in the night, it shows the importance of the colder season, because in the colder season sun sets little bit early, so it is very important to help the travelers on the road by lighting up deepas to show them way. That's why also this Deepavali is also celebrated. The whole Kartika Masa there is a Deepotsava, and in the same manner it continues till the brighter half of the year when sun turns to Uttara. That is also very important. And then we have the crackers. That is very important thing. But before we go to the crackers, we must understand the spiritual Adhyatmika celebration, Adhyatmika meaning of the oil bath and the Jalapurana Trayodasi, because Ganga Nadi is a very important Nadi in our daily life. We start with every day Gange Chaimani Chaiva Godavari Saraswati. So Ganga is very important river in the life of Indians. We daily think we are having Ganga Snana. So on the Narak Chaturdashi day also, we should be meditating upon Ganga, that we should think, we should have a kind of remembrance of Ganga, and that we should have an anusandhana that we are having the Ganga Snana on that day. And before that, we have to do Ganga Puja on the Trayodasi. That's why it is called Jalapurana Trayodasi. We have to invite Ganga Nadi into the Kalasha and do Shodashopachara Puja and offer Naivedya and all other things to Ganga Nadi. In that day it is a kind of worshipping the nature also. That is also very important thing. After the Ganga Puja, then we go for the Naraka Chaturdashi Abhyanga. In the morning, we should have the Nirajana. For all the 5 days, we should have the Nirajana from our elderly women. That is also very important thing. Normally, this Arati is reserved for the gods. Then there is a question, how we people are offered Arati. But it is very important thing. Whenever Arati is performed, it is performed to gods first. Then only it is performed to the people like us. And it is not only offered to people like us, it is offered to cows and horses also. To ward off all our anishtas and to invite auspicious time, peace and prosperity. That's why all the 5 days we have the morning Arati. On the Chaturdashi, the Abhyanga starts and it continues for the next 2 days also.
So, as mentioned earlier, crackers. We wait for Deepavali just to burst crackers. We save up a lot of money to buy crackers. But recently we are being advised not to burst crackers because they are hazardous. But now, does it have to do anything with the tradition, or is it just for fun?
Now, crackers, that is very important question. What did our ancestors do at the time of Deepavali? Did they burst crackers on Deepavali? This is very important thing. Now we should go to the ancient past. What was the life cycle of our ancestors? Our Pitas, our ancestors, they come to earth beginning from the Ashadha Masa, Ashadha, Shravana, Bhadrapada. So Bhadrapada is the high time for the Pitras. We offer Shraddhas to Pitras on the Bhadrapada Krishna Paksha for continuously 15 days. Then comes the Navaratri, which is considered as very auspicious. So there is no Shraddha in the first 10 days. After that, if anybody else is not able to offer Shraddhas in the Bhadrapada Krishna Paksha, they are allowed to perform Shraddha in the Ashwina Krishna Paksha. So now everything is offered, Shraddha is offered, and our ancestors, Pitras, are very much pleased. They are now returning to the Urdhvaloka, beginning from the Ashwina Krishna Paksha, at the end of Ashwina Krishna Paksha, at the end of Ashwina Masa itself. So we have to show them way by lighting ulkas. Ulkas is referred in our Puranas. It is like a Devatige, it is called Devatige in Kannada. Big sticks are lit with fire. So to show the ways to Pitras, it may be wood, it may be grasses, all these things, or it may be little bit Agni Churana, etc., to show a long way, which lasts long for the people to show the way to our Pitras. Tula samsthe sahasramshau pradoshe bhutadarshayoho ulkahasta narah kuryuhu pitranam margadarshanam. people, they should show way to Pitras with ulkas in their hands, the handheld batteries, like batteries. So they used to, our ancestors used to have this ulka in their hand in this time when sun is in the Tula. It is near the Deepavali time. So with this practice, narakasthastu ye pretaha tetu margam vardhatsada. With this observation, with this performance of ulka pradarshana, all our Pitras who are in the Urdhvaloka, they are able to follow the way correctly. It is in the Skanda Purana. Agnidagdhascha ye jivaha ye pyadagdhah kule mama ujjvala jyotisha dagdhaha te yantu paramam gatim. It is to show, it is to give a long lasting gati to our ancestors, to show the ulka. Yamalokam parityajya agataye mahalaye ujjvala jyotisha vartma prapashyantu vrajantu te. Now they have come from the Yamaloka to the earth. Now they have to return to the Yamaloka. That's why we have to show this ulka. So these, our ancestors, they used to show ulka having different kinds of fire sticks to show the way. And slowly, with the advent of technology, they used to fire rockets which travel much up in the sky to show the way to the Pitras. And as you know, India was well ahead in the rocket technology, and people used to fire rockets on the every occasion. And we have many illustrations of these crackers and all other things. So crackers are not new to India, and they are not imported from China. They are the very much part and parcel of India, and our ancestors, they used to fire these rockets and all kinds of crackers in the time of Deepavali to show way to the Pitras. The whole Deepavali festival itself is related with Pitras. First we offer Yamadeepa to Yama, then Yama Tarpan is there, and this Ulka Pradarshana to show the way to the Pitras, and next day Amavasya we have the Shraddha, and again we have the Yamadeepa and Ulka Pradarshana on the Bali Pratipada also. So the whole Deepavali festival itself is related with Yama. In that way, it is to light up the sky to show the way to our ancestors. That's why these crackers are burst. And even when we burst crackers, the rockets are more preferred rather than all this Lakshmi Pataki and all the atom bombs and all other bombs. So because this rockets, they go up in the sky and go way to our ancestors. That is very important. And you said these crackers create environmental havoc. Of course, when the whole country of 140 crores, they burst crackers, there may be a little bit of effect of the crackers on the environment, but we don't worry about the carbon emission created by our cars, our refrigerators, our TVs, and our aviation problems. But we worry about only the crackers which are traditionally used to show the way to our ancestors. It is not fair, it is not proper. If you are really concerned about the environment, you should have all around efforts to stop this environmental problem, the pollution that we are creating. We should not give some very small silly reasons to stop our children of having the fun of bursting crackers in this Deepavali. That is very important thing.
So I have heard in North India they celebrate Deepavali because when Rama came back to Ayodhya, returning with Sita. So does it have to do anything with Rama also, And what should we do on Amavasya?
Yes, Deepavali has relation with Rama also. Rama returned to Ayodhya after defeating Ravana, killing Ravana on the Vijayadashmi day. That's why Vijayadashmi is offered as the killing day of Ravana, the Vijaya Dashami. And now Rama returned to Ayodhya with Sita and all other Vanaras. In that day, in that connection also, the people of Ayodhya welcomed Rama with so much of lights all around and with much fanfare. That's why it is also celebrated as the Deepavali. And it is related with the Krishna also. As we saw earlier, Krishna had killed Narakasura and returned to Dwaraka on that day. So both these things, they have relation with Deepavali. That is one thing. And you had asked me what is the significance of Amavasya, what is the practice that we have to follow on the Amavasya. That is also a very important thing. This Amavasya, again, we started with Nirajana from our elderly housewoman. We have the Arati and we will have the Abhyanga on that day also. Many people don't know that Abhyanga should be had on the Amavasya day also, but it is compulsory. So we should have the Abhyanga the morning. That is also that is especially it is prescribed that Abhyanga should be had with the Swati Nakshatra. That is very important thing. People importance of that is also very important thing. After the Abhyanga, we will be having the Nirajana with Deepas. And in the afternoon, in the midday, we have this Shraddha. We should perform the Shraddha. That is important thing. After Shraddha, again in the evening, we have to do the Deepadana. We should donate the Deepas to the Brahmana. And then there is a Ulka Pradarshana to show the way to Pitas. When these rockets are fired, they light up the sky. So our ancestors, they understand the way, they know the way, and they go back to their places. That's why Ulka Pradarshana is very important thing, or firing the rockets in the modern parlance. Then we will have the Lakshmi Puja and Kubera Puja, because the whole Deepavali itself is the season change. We have the new grain, Vrihi and Eva are procured now. We offer them to the god, and Lakshmi is the goddess of all these material things. That's why Lakshmi is worshipped on the Amavasya. The Lakshmi Puja itself is very important thing in the Deepavali, especially in North India. And also we offer puja to the Kubera, who is the god of money. Everybody thing, very important thing. And very important thing is we should not eat in the day. We should have our bhojana only in the evening on that day. That is very important thing. And after all these things, when everybody is going to sleep, our women, they should remove Alakshmi from our houses. That is very important thing. Alakshmi Nisarana. Alakshmir me nashitam tvam rane. That is also in the Sri Sukta. Alakshmi should be removed from our houses. Our houses should be made, kept very clean, and Lakshmi should be welcomed on that day. That's why, to signify this thing, these people, they perform this Alakshmi Nisarana when everybody is going to sleep. That timing is also very important thing. With this, the Amavasya ends. Amavasya celebration ends. This Alakshmi Nisarana is very important thing. But what is the way? How to do it? Nirnaya Sindhu says, Evam gate nishithetu jane nidrardhalochane tavan nagaranaribhihi shurpa dindima vadanaihi nishkasyate prahashtabhihi Alakshmi Swagrahanganat. They have to use Shurpas, the Maras. In Kannada, Shurpas are called Mara. Using Mara and Dindima Ghosha, they they push away this Alakshmi by just pushing away this Mora, the Shurpa, and they also play the Dindima when while pushing away this Alakshmi. So people should be happy when this Alakshmi is removed, pushed away from our houses. People will be very much happy. That is very important thing here. But this practice is almost not practiced anywhere in India now. That is very important. That is very important thing. So in that day, in that way, the whole Amavasya is celebrated. Again, Amavasya is related with Shraddha. That is very important thing. Trayodasi, Chaturdashi and Amavasya. All these 3 days are related with Yama. And we have to offer the Shraddha. And also, this way Amavasya ends.
What is Bali Pratipat and what is Yamadvitiya? What do we do on those days?
The next day, Pratipat is called as Bali Pratipat because Bali had got his kingdom from Vishnu Upendra on that day. That's why it is called Bali Pratipat. Pratipadyapita ilena pratasnayat baler dine purvam balihi swargarajyam praptavan kripaya mama. Because Bali had got his kingdom with my blessings, is what Vamana says. So that day we should celebrate with morning Abhyanga, morning Nirajana and Abhyanga. As usual, it is common for all the Chaturdashi, Amavasya and Pratipat. So morning we should have the Abhyanga and Nirajana. After that, we have to do the Govardhana Puja and Go Puja and Lakshmi Puja. Lakshmi Puja is offered through Go Puja on that day because Lakshmi stays, she is always staying in the cows. Cows are most important things to us Indians. That's why Lakshmi Puja is offered through Go Puja on that day. And after the Go Puja, we have to do the Govardhana Puja. Why Govardhana Puja on that day? As we have heard the story of Krishna, these Gopalakas, they wanted to perform Indra Yaga. Krishna them. Instead, he ordered them to offer puja to the Govardhana Giri, and the whole story is known to all of you. So it is the insistence of Krishna, the Govardhana Puja was started. Govardhana Giri is very auspicious to the Krishna Bhaktas. That's why people who are around Govardhana Giri, they should go to Govardhana Giri itself and offer the puja there. Otherwise, people who are away from the Govardhana Giri, they should make a Govardhana Giri in their homes with the newly procured grains, make them food, prepare food with newly procured grains, crops, and they should make a Govardhana Giri and offer puja to the Govardhana Giri with the cows and Krishna. Govardhana Giri is Krishna himself. Krishna himself is always stationed in the Govardhana Giri. That's why Govardhana Giri Puja itself is Krishna Puja. That is very important thing. And the Dvaita is celebrated on the Pratipada. Dvaita Krida, no way nowadays celebrated, but it is prescribed. It is a kind of social activity, celebration, fun for the people, and to ward off the anishtas. That is also the purpose of Dvaita Krida. And in the afternoon, we have to do the Margapali Bandhana. What is Margapali Bandhana? Earlier, people used to travel around the country, beginning from this end of this Ashveta Masa, That's why before traveling on the way, they used to worship this Margapali. The Margapali is the Devata who protects all these travelers in the way, on the way. That's why Margapali Puja is offered in the afternoon, and in the evening, the Vastika Karshana is a forgotten practice. It is a tug of war between two group of people. The people they stand on two sides of a big rope, rope made up of grasses, and they pull to their sides, and whoever wins, it is deemed that these people will be having a very prosperous year all around. So Vastika Karshana that is performed. After that, Gokrida is performed. Cows are led to play all around. They are running in the way. All these kinds of Gokrida. Gokrida is even seen in some parts of Karnataka in the Vijayadashmi also, and many people they practice this Gokrida on the Bali Pratipada also. And then, as usual, we have the Deepotsava, and very important, because Balindra Puja, because Bali had got his empire on that day. Bali is very great Bhakta of Krishna. That's why Bali Puja is offered on the Bali Pratipada. That's why it is called Pratipada itself. And we have to play the various kinds of drums and all instruments celebrate this Bali Puja, because it is the kingdom that he had got again. That's why with much fanfare, with all the different instruments played and songs are sung. This way the Bali Pratipada is celebrated. As usual, we have to wear the new clothes on all the 3 days. That is also very important part of the Deepavali season, festival season. It is to welcome the prosperous time, to ward off Alakshmi, and to welcome Lakshmi with the new crop and new season. This Deepavali is celebrated. And on the next day, that is Yama Dvitiya, again Yama is coming back, because Yama, he went to his sister's house. His sister is Yamuna, and Yamuna fed him with a good meal, and he honored Yamuna with all the gifts. So a brother always should visit his sister's home and honor her with all the gifts and so many kinds of donations and clothes and jewelries. She would be pleased that day a brother should not eat in his own home. Always go to the sister's home and he should have the lunch there. So it is the tradition of honoring his own sisters. It is the show of the whole 5 days Deepavali, and the Yama Dvitiya comes to the end. It is the whole season, whole 6 days of Deepavali is to mark the welcoming the Lakshmi and warding off Alakshmi, and welcoming the new season of cold, and to show our obeisance to our Pitas and offer Shraddha, and to show them their way back to the Urdhvaloka by lighting up the skies. And very importantly, we have to light up many lights to show the way to the people. It is a beginning of the new darker side of year. In that way, the whole Deepavali is celebrated, and it is Indian tradition to make people happy with the celebration. People will be celebrating Deepavali with much fanfare and all kinds of grandeur. is kind of both religious and social festival, because the new crops have arrived and it is the way of prosperous time, and also paying our worship to the paying our honor to the gods and all our elders. In this way, when Deepavali is celebrated, we should understand the real meaning of Deepavali and our tradition, ancient Indian tradition. It is not simply the modern tradition, it is the millennium old tradition. In that way, we should celebrate Deepavali, and I wish a very prosperous Deepavali and the whole season to all of our viewers. Once again, namaskara to all. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Arpanamastu.